Can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
You okay? Welcome, long time stranger.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing? I need to ask you how you doing because you have been exposing Bishop, not Bishop, Dr. Larry Reid with your exclusive on TashaKLive.com. And I just want to get into it. Storm said, and this is an allegation, he said that he wanted to sleep with you because you pulled out your breasts.
Do you know I pulled out my breast on live a lot with my son?
Mm-hmm.
Like
You did
breast.
because you had your mean, yes.
Yes, and I would breastfeed my son. And remember, I told you like I always got this funny feeling like when he would pick up my son, like
Oh, that's what you meant by that.
I don't know, he just gave me like creep vibes and stuff like that. Like, but for him to get on an interview and say I was your mentor and the reason you wanted to sleep with me, and because I pulled out my breast as if I pulled out my breast to show him. I pulled out my breast to breastfeed my son. That's some sick shit. And
And
I gotta tell you, like, the reason I cut everybody out, because I cut everybody
yeah,
off.
you cut me off.
I
You
did.
you didn't even call me.
Nobody get my number, nothing. Because when it comes to these YouTube, like, friendships and stuff, there's no shade to you, Wiley, like, at all, right? But when it comes to these YouTube friendships, it's like these people be having like these really dark just kind of demonic like spirits, and like just knowing that I was around Larry Reid and he was doing this to little boys, like that's crazy. And then Storm, you're getting turned on when I breastfeed my son, like that is sick. And then you're supposed to be, I don't know, like I can't watch anything on his channel, so I just happened to like pop in here because somebody was in my DM saying that that's what was said. And then I hopped on it. I was like, did he really say that? And this man has got on the internet to slander my family. He has slandered me, saying that I wanted to pin rape allegations on Vaughn. Like, there's been so much, and I've done nothing but take this guy from $600 in his account to where he is now. And it's like you can't make this shit up. Like, and and he said that my husband deserved better than me.
Mm-hmm.
And that my husband had revealed to him. I remember in his little live when he thought he was clapping back, saying that I had a girlfriend in California, all types of shit, right? Shit that he was just making up, right? And then he says my husband had a conversation with him saying that he's tired of me and all that stuff. But then you get on a platform and say that you wanted to fuck me. The butch bitch, the dyke bitch, you wanted to fuck me. You saw my titty. Breastfeeding my son. And while I'm breastfeeding my son, that turns you on.
They also said Larry said that, and also Storm said, and also Armon, they said you're homophobic, and that Armon said when T.S. Madison had your baby, you got upset because you didn't want no spirits to leap off on your child, and they said it all on camera. They also said you like to scream, you like other men to fumble with your husband, and all in secret rooms. They were saying all of that on that show.
Like, where are they getting this from? Like, they're like, you do realize I cut all three of them off, right?
You did. I said it. You said in my title,
So
Tasha K.
so
Rich.
while I had secret rooms and I'm homophobic. If I'm homophobic, why do I have to cut gays off? Like, that's crazy. Like, you still wanted to come back. They all still wanted to come back. Even after I cut them off, Armon, please don't unfollow me. Please don't do this. Storm, Conscious TV, can we talk? Please, can we talk? Larry Reid, I told Larry Reid, lose my damn number. I would never let anything come in between us. Now all of a sudden I'm homophobic. What I have a problem is undercover gay men being perverted. And the only one that's not a pervert, in my opinion, is Armon. But the mother too,
Mm-hmm.
like,
You did because you had your mean, yes.
Yes, and I would breastfeed my son. And remember, I told you, like, I always got this funny feeling, like, when he would pick up my son. Like,
Oh, that's what you meant by that.
I don't know. He just gave me, like, creep vibes and stuff like that. Like, but for him to get on an interview and say, I was your mentor and the reason you wanted to sleep with me, and because I pulled out my breast, as if I pulled out my breast to show him. I pulled out my breast to breastfeed my son. That's some sick shit. And
And
I gotta tell you, like, the reason I cut everybody out, because I cut everybody off.
you cut me off.
I
You,
did.
you didn't even call me.
Nobody get my number, nothing. Because when it comes to these YouTube, like, friendships and stuff, there's no shade to you, Wiley, like, at all, right? But when it comes to these YouTube friendships, it's like these people be having, like, these really dark, just kind of demonic, like, spirits. And, like, just knowing that, I was around Larry Reid and he was doing this to little boys, like, that's crazy. And then Storm, you're getting turned on when I breastfeed my son. Like, that is sick. And then you're supposed to be, I don't know, like, I can't watch anything on his channel, so I just happened to, like, pop in here because somebody was in my DM saying that that's what was said. And then I hopped on it. I was like, did he really say that? And this man has got on the internet to slander my family. He has slandered me, saying that I wanted to pin rape allegations on Vaughn. Like, there's been so much, and I've done nothing but take this guy from $600 in his account to where he is now. And it's like, you can't make this shit up. Like, and and he said that my husband deserved better than me. Mm-hmm. And then my husband had revealed to him, I remember in his little live when he thought he was clapping back, saying that I had a girlfriend in California, all types of shit, right? Shit that he was just making up, right? And then he says my husband had a conversation with him saying that he's tired of me and all that stuff. But then you get on a platform and say that you wanted to fuck me. The butch bitch, the dyke bitch, you wanted to fuck me. You saw my titty. Breastfeeding my son. And while I'm breastfeeding my son, that turns you on.
They also said, Larry said that, and also Storm said, and also Armon, they said you're homophobic, and that Armon said when T.S. Madison had your baby, you got upset because you didn't want no spirits to leap off on your child. And they said it all on camera. They also said you like to scream, you like other men to fumble with your husband, and all in secret rooms. They were saying all of that on that show.
Like, where are they getting this from? Like, they're like, you do realize I cut all three of them off, right?
You did. I said it. You said in my title.
So while I had secret rooms and I'm homophobic. If I'm homophobic, why do I have to cut gays off? Like, that's crazy. Like, you still wanted to come back. They all still wanted to come back. Even after I cut them off, Armon, please don't unfollow me. Please don't do this. Storm, Conscious TV, can we talk? Please, can we talk? Larry Reid. I told Larry Reid, lose my damn number. I would never let anything come in between us. Now all of a sudden I'm homophobic. What I have a problem is undercover gay men being perverted. And the only one that's not a pervert, in my opinion, is Armon. But them other two, like, they on the same wave frequency. So, no, I have an issue with perversion. And if I was homophobic, I wouldn't have worked with gay men. I wouldn't have helped them build their channels, Storm included, because Storm is trisexual. He will try anything. That's why he's so curious. You don't ask questions about people's penis size, and he has more questions about penis size than he does about how a vagina squirts. Like that is ridiculous, and it's just sick. And the fact that, like, I don't know, I'm just disappointed, and I'm really disappointed more in Armon, because he would even sit in that. You went, as the content creator you are, to sit in somebody's apartment, squeeze into one camera, and you have a huge production. Aren't you renting out podcast studios now? Haven't you leveled up and you will go do that? Like, yeah.
He actually, Armand did something. He hugged Larry Reid, said, "Thank you for helping me raise the money for my studio."
So it was a biased interview. So they're all getting something from Larry Reid in order to. So it was a Bash TK session, I take it.
Absolutely. And then they asked Larry that he said on the show, this is Larry Reid, that you wanted to do a television or a reality show, do a deal, and that he spoke to his entertainment lawyer, and the entertainment lawyer said, "Don't work with Tasha K. She's a liar, and she would be bad for your brand." And Larry Reid pulled out. Is that true that you and your company, Kibi Studios, wanted to collaborate with Larry Reid for a project, and he said no?
Yeah, and that is very true. Okay, so as far as this was before me and Larry Reid fell out. This had nothing to do. And official King Payne knows why we fell out. Armon knows why we fell out. He was on the call. This had everything to do with Conscious TV coming on Chelsea's channel, saying that, oh, Olga lost the case for my mentor, and he was checking me. Then he says he doesn't know Conscious. He ain't never seen him. Then turns out he tells Armon he flew Conscious out. And Armon was like, And then he was like, well, I'm a sue. He tells like official King Payne he gonna sue me, all because I'm trying to figure out why Conscious is checking me as if he is Larry Reid's man. And then I find out that he is Larry Reid's man. That's why he was checking me. And so this TV show deal, first of all, it's my concept, my idea. I asked if I could use his production company, okay, to film it, because we didn't know any production companies within our budget that would do a reality show involving bloggers. And then I said, well, because you've done reality shows, do you want to come on as a partner? But there was no talk of money being exchanged. We were in the very early stages, which the project is already financed and ready to go without Larry, okay? So since I was using his production company and he had done it before, I had asked him if he wanted to partner. It ain't had nothing to do with him saying no, he didn't want to partner, because he said yes. Mm-hmm. So his entertainment lawyer that he's talking about is Phaedra Parks, if that was the one, because that was the one that he said he was going to get to draw up the contracts. But before we got to that, I had told Larry, lose my number on the phone with official King Payne, and I separated that work contract. It wasn't him, it was me. I don't want to do nothing with you.
When I look at the situation, he said that he was a friend to you, but you wasn't.
What is a friend?
You was pretty much you did some, but many people are criticizing you, Tasha K. They're saying that you are in it, that you knew about these allegations years ago. This is what Larry said in his press conference, and that you did nothing about it. But when you fell out with him, you picked these allegations up. Your response to that? Because that's what word that you knew about those allegations.
We already addressed it in the line. He could listen, whether he's trying to say I knew about him, but I called him to tell him about it in a recorded call. And I told him very specifically, you know how I feel about child molestation. And he said, you know how I feel about it too. First of all, that already debunks that lie that he's trying to put out, that I knew about it, because I called him. Why would I call and record you and tell you that I received this information, and you're telling me the only person it could have been is this person? And then I tell you, you know how I feel about child molestation. Well, you know my story too. So how am I supposed to know about this and accept this? And all of a sudden, when we fell out way before, like last summer. I didn't pick up this story till November. So, like, make it make sense. No, sir. No. Go ahead. What was the other question?
I also want to ask you. They were saying on the interview, Armon were saying you all you have is YouTube. You have nothing else. You have no friends. YouTube is your only life. You're doing this to get into the church sector. Even Larry said you're doing this to get into church sector because don't nobody want to fool with you in the celebrity gossip sector.
Sir, we have an app. We have multiple platforms. We just signed with another platform. So I'm doing deals with other platforms. All I have is YouTube. Somebody that is only on YouTube, that doesn't have anything outside of YouTube, and I got my own app, own shows being produced, movies being produced, feature films being produced, and I have partnerships with other social media platforms to bring my audience to them. What are you talking about? I need Armon to hit 200,000 first before he even enters the conversation.
Do you
It's
think
been a long time. It's been a long
okay?
time coming. So
I hear you. A lot of people is like they're having like mixed reaction. When I first started the interview, my mouth was wrong. When Avantry was talking about how he did a fellatio on Larry, your reaction, you were shocked, and I took a picture of that reaction of your facial expression. So I think I commend you for that. But Armon and Larry and even Storm, they say that you're jealous of Larry because he's on television. You're trying to get him. You're trying to stop his bag.
he's on BT Plus. He's on
Okay.
the app. He's not on television. There's no jealousy here. You messed with little boys. That's what that is. That's not jealousy. Okay. If you want to say that's what that is, that's jealousy. Just to cover up you messing with little boys. Hey, whatever makes you feel better. Whatever makes you sleep at night, brother.
Hearing that, and you're committing that he did commit these acts. I'm looking at the complaint that he did with Daryl Moore. You did have Daryl Moore on the platform. You apologized to Daryl Moore, and Daryl Moore said to you he was stressed, he ran out of money. Why do you think Larry Reid have not came to you with a lawsuit or with a lawsuit with Avantre, because Avantre responded to that complaint and Larry dropped it? Why do you think that Larry, he said on one platform he's not going to sue and he's going to sue? He said today that he's actually going to sue. Have you been served with any paperwork with Larry Reid for a lawsuit?
No.
Do you believe that Larry Reid is going to sue you?
I don't know. Nor do I care.
So I want to make sure that you're not using this Lavantre story, Larry Reid, to rebirth your career, because Cardi B did recently come out and address you on Jason Lee's show and talked about you, how you made her feel. So you're not using this situation for a rebirth?
What is a rebirth?
Like to get in the sector, because
that's Wiley, listen. I respect your platform, but I don't need a rebirth. My name is trending every week, okay? Over something I don't even know about. So a rebirth, no, we haven't even gone anywhere. So no, I don't care. Whatever Larry Reid decides to do, this is about Lavantre. This is not about me. I hopped on here to ask you if Storm said that about me. I was taken aback by that, right? I'm your mentor. What are you doing fantasizing about me? This has nothing to do with a rebirth of nothing, okay?
Many people say before this, your views were low compared to your many other views back in 2018 and 2019. You have very
absolutely. Yes, the views are low. Yeah, views are low. I put most of my content on my app. I'm not on YouTube. If you count how many lives I've done in the last 9 months, I can count on 2 hands. I'm not on YouTube like that. I am on my app. So of course, if I'm not pumping out content all the time on YouTube, the views is going to be low because my audience is on my app. That's where I put my time at. So, and I left YouTube for almost 3 months and didn't drop anything but recorded videos. This is not my only break. This is not my only basket.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, whether the views are low or high, we just hired 5 more people on our team, full salaries. Just moved them from Georgia to Atlanta. We're doing amazing over here. And I'm blessed to even say that. So listen, all this little stuff that they're trying to say about my career or what's going on. How about these alligators? How about that? How about Levontre Andrews? How about that? That's what we're on right now. So whatever they want to say about me, that's fine. But I'm just really, really just taken aback by Storm saying that I pulled out my titty, as if I pulled out my titty to him.
I want to ask you,
So
Tasha, because in
one,
that
one
conversation,
more question, Wiley. One
okay,
more question. This stuff is
okay,
getting off track, and we're supposed to be on
I want
Levontre.
to ask. I want to ask you one more question.
What's up?
Larry said that you and your husband do not like gay people. That y'all are both homophobic. Is there any truth to that? Because he was very direct. He said you and your husband do not like gays, and he also said in his press conference that you have teamed up with Pastor Jamal Bryant, and that you're financed by Pastor Jamal Bryant and Bishop Whitehead and all those other church leaders, that you're being financed by those people.
Absolutely not. Financed by Jamal Bryant? Okay, no, that's not true. Financed by you said Whitehead? No, absolutely not true. The only person I'm financed by is Tasha K. That's it. So I'm not gonna go down this distraction road and stuff. I'm glad you did ask those questions, but
You know I got to
no.
do my job, and I know
I know
you.
you gotta do your job. You
You,
good.
you,
I swear to God, you're good. You are totally good. But I'm just like,
you
it's just
interviewed
so
the
ridiculous
mother, so
that.
that's coming out
But
Sunday.
okay, let's just say hypothetically, yes to all these questions, right? Let's just say hypothetically, yes. I'm reversing my career. I'm financed by this person, financed by that person. There's still Levontre Andrews. Let's just say hypothetically, yes. Does it change anything that's being alleged? Not by one victim, but two, but three, but four. And the whole victim's family is come behind to support. You're going to see his mother on Sunday on my app. So, like, TashaKLive.com.
And so
What does
when
that
is
have to do what does that have to do with anything? And let's just say hypothetically it is true. It's true. Let's just say it's true. Jamal Bryant is financed. I ain't never met that man, never seen him. Whitehead is financing me. Let's just say that. Let's just say all of this. Well, what does it have to do with Levontre Andrews being taken advantage of by a grown-ass man who is married, who is a leader in the church, and was literally messing with him, and even said during the recording on my platform tonight, there was a transgender that was going to set him up on camera. Like, come on. This is what he always did. People came in his room and did different things. Like, come on. Like, no. Like, say what you want to say about me. I do not care. I swear to God. You know I don't care, Wiley. You know I
yeah,
don't care.
I hear your point. And you in that previous part one with Levontre, you said it was a receipt, and Larry Reid tried to delete it.
He did.
And
He
you
did.
had so when
Tried to
would that?
delete it and gave the guy with the pink wig, the one that was arrested for prostitution, the one that has received cars and computers from him, he gave him Levantre's confrontation right before he went to the police on Larry Reid, and then deleted all the messages and tried to come back as if this is what his response was. Deleted all his messages of him apologizing to Levontre for what he did. That's what part 3 is going to be about. So listen.
Okay, that was going to my follow up part 3.
Okay, so please.
Tasha K. Okay.
Okay, so please, thank you, Wiley. I appreciate you supporting the app, TashaKLive.com. We will give you your free access back again. Okay. No, we will not be talking on the phone because I am keeping a very strict.
But Tasha, we have never talked on the phone, but on a handful a couple of times. Not every day, a couple of times.
Yeah, you have my number. It ain't gonna be like that no more. I have boundaries now, especially with YouTubers, because who knows, somebody may call me about you, and I don't want them saying, "Well, y'all were friends." So I this story. No, sir, it doesn't work like that. Anybody that knows, if I find out you want some fuck shit in my circle, you going on the channel. So So I'm not going to be biased towards anyone. I'm not going to show no favoritism. So, but I will give you free access because you have been, marketing, and even we will give you first dibs on the interview so you can come review them if you want. So we'll put you in a group so you can have them. You could privately review them, and then you have your commentary and get your views and stuff, and hopefully we could put some money in your pocket that way too. Okay. And so pretty much sponsored promotion. Okay. So I do appreciate you. Thank you. Continue to advocate for justice for Levontre Andrew. He was a very reasonable young man, and coming out of a cult, coming out of something as dramatic as that, and being a heterosexual man to even talk about that, because most won't talk about that. Like, you got to show him, you got to take your hat off to him. Okay. And so, like I said, this is not the first time somebody has accused Mr. Larry Reid, and everybody's not lying on you, in my opinion. That's why I asked, is it a pastor, is it a prophet, or is it a pedo? Okay. And so that is the opinion of the viewers. And so whether he wants to sue or not, hey, the courts are open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Do what you got to do, brother.
Do you want to go do you want Reid to go to jail? Do you want him to go to prison?
I want him to be held accountable. Absolutely. And the more he keeps talking, the more Rico. I smell Rico. You remember Kayla Walker?
Yes, Kayla Walker. He came on my show and he said, "I'm innocent, Wiley." And I said, "You're guilty," in 50-some years in prison. Yes.
This is very similar to that. These girls were underage, even though they were age of consent, but they were still underage. And he used his power as an actor and as a photographer to say he was going to get careers for them. By Larry admitting that he's sending $60 and this is what he did for young men and stuff like that, and his whole ministry protected it. Like, I smell Rico. Like, he doesn't understand. Like, that's how Harvey Weinstein got locked up. Harvey Weinstein got locked up for abusing his power and promising actresses that they would get roles or wouldn't get roles if they did not sleep with him. Like, it falls under the same umbrella. So I would be very careful, because there is an open police investigation on Larry Reid. There is an open police report. So for everybody saying he didn't go to the police, he went to the police in 2017. And they have been collecting and watching. But because this happened so long ago, right? You got to have the word. You got to have the word. And I'm just glad that he gave the word of God on his Patreon and we put it out. So Larry just better be careful around here. He best to be careful. I'm not his problem. These victims are his problem. The families of these victims are the problem. And everybody ain't lying on you, in my opinion.
And I want to be committed to you, since you're going to put me back on the app. Can you also let me talk to your husband for the camera, to hook the camera that you purchased for me? Because
Wiley help you with that. Help you, Chelsea. No, Jasmine. We have other camera guys on team. No, you can't talk to shit. But Chelsea, Chelsea, Jasmine, Slim. We got a whole.
Okay.
Have them reach out to you via email, and they will set up a Zoom call to help you reinstall. This is like you use a camera.
Yeah, no, I have a HD camera. I mean webcam, but I'm not using your camera that you want. It's still on the stand, Tasha K. I clean it. It's clean everything. I haven't used it yet because I don't know how to set it through StreamYard.
Okay. Yeah. Chelsea, all them know how to work the camera. So it will help you. All right. So I appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you, Tasha.
For shining light on Levontre Andrews. Fuck all the other bullshit. I'm mad for this, mad for that. Okay, I'm mad, whatever. But the bottom line is everybody is capping for someone who they have to hide their sons around. Okay? So, period.
Thank you, Tasha. And we'll be looking forward to watching your second part interview.
I really get some sleep, because I literally feel like I'm in the spirit of Larry Reid. Like, I really because there's been so much video footage. Like, I'm just like, can I please just get out of this matrix? Wow. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yes. Yeah. So you said it was very heavy. I saw your reaction when he was talking about what went on in the bedroom, and you was like, I took the pictures on my IG, and your reaction just said it all. Your facial expression, like that's what I knew. This story have some legs, and the way Larry been moving around, he was moving around very guilty. Because I've never seen he would storm apartment with Armon drinking. I've never seen that before by Larry Reid doing this.
Ooh, and let me throw a little shade real quick.
Okay.
I remember there was a video that Storm made, and he said specifically he would be devastated if he had to move from his dream home. Remember how he said,
Absolutely. He did say that about your property.
Was my dream home. And I said, these YouTubers are forgetting how they got their bag. Because remember, like I gave you the money to move into your apartment when you moved, right? I taught you how to get money. Like you were working for Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Like I taught him how to get money. But then he got a little big-headed, got with Monroe, got his little dick, get little dick hair starting to get musty, you know, from fucking, going to sex clubs and shit. And then he just, I don't know, he just turned, like, especially during that Cardi B trial, like he just came out here, started lying on me, saying I stole his car, all types of bullshit, right? I don't know where this stuff was coming from, right? And so to make a long story short, then, you know, we ended up renting out our house from Georgia, you know, moved to Florida. And there was all this talk. I was ran from Georgia, couldn't afford my home. The mortgage is only $2,000 at the house. My rent here is $6,000. Like make it make sense, right? So we ended up, you know, renting the house out. And he gets on camera after I helped him get a house, bought beds, okay, for him and his mama to sleep on. His mama had a bad bag from driving MARTA all day, okay? And he no bed. The dog had a bed, but the mama didn't have a bed, right? And so they had sold everything to move to Florida. I mean, to move to Georgia. And for him, it was like, Tasha told me it was her dream home. That I would be devastated, like as if he was kind of like excited that like we moved or somehow we got put out, right? And I was just sitting there like the same nigga I'd been telling to pay his student loans when he got his check, he still ain't paid them, still behind on taxes, right? Ain't bought no house. I was trying to get him to buy a house, right? But he wanted to go out there and buy cars, get them painted blue, just all types of stuff, making all these trips. And then I said, there's a YouTube reckoning coming where everybody's revenue is going to go down. And so he had moved into his high rise. He was feeling himself, dragging Chelsea to my, oh, she ain't got concierge in her building, all types of stuff, right? I'm being real petty right now. And then he gonna sit up and relish as if like I lost my home or something. Like that was crazy to me, right? And so now to see him move from the high rise back to his bedroom, back to a bedroom and like a one, maybe two bed, you know, just 2-bedroom apartment with, as soon as he went from the glass shower to the tub and tile combo. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like people live like that every day, but see how you get big-headed and the money that you were making with me is very low now. It ain't the same. The quality of the camera.
Let's speak about the quality because I was surprised his quality was that low.
Ain't to even say I was working with you. Like,
wow.
Armon has
Armon got the camera, the screen, he got everything.
I'm proud of him. He got everything. Like, dude is out here in his bag. He just needs to let the insecurity go. He'll be good. But like, Storm, they keep sunning you. And like, I'm just like, did he have to downgrade? Did you have to downgrade? Like he said, I had to downgrade.
He had a blue Yeti and he did something and pulled it out. And for the first couple of minutes, it was no sound. I said, this could never be Tasha K. And it makes me question, like, did he learn anything from you?
No, he was too jacking his dick over me breastfeeding my son. I gotta go, Wiley. I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
TashaKLive.com.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. That was Unwind with Tasha K. I want to read these super stickers that we got because we want to pay homage and honor to those. Saint Hudson said, is there a number of people can call to come forward? They said that. Thank you for that $9.99 super sticker. Mr. Brian Ponder LLP, hashtag surviving LRL, hashtag Justin for Levantre, hashtag no more tests. Also, too, we had somebody else sent me a $2 super sticker. Amanda MBS said, Tasha K, are you in contact with our victims? Questions, will they interview? Thank y'all so very much. Y'all can watch part 2 of that interview with Tasha K with the mother of Levantre on TashaKLive.com. Tasha K did make a promise that she will allow me on the app for free, and I'll be able to give the exclusive. But thank you so very much. We're going to see y'all on tomorrow where we break down what Tasha K had to say on the Tasha K on her YouTube channel. We're going to break all that down on tomorrow. Thank y'all so very much. Share this live. Thumbs up. The Wiley Show is on the move, and we are definitely doing awesome and great things. And I am honored that Tasha K took time out of her schedule to interview. And we have not talked. I have not talked with Tasha in months. Like when she changed her number, I haven't talked to her in a while. I'm deleted on all her social media. I didn't even ask Tasha K to come on the show, but we were live. We're applying that pressure, and we are talking about this story and cracking this story open. I am so happy that she came on, and we asked Tasha K, hashtag the hard questions. We did not allow, we asked her the hard questions, and I thank you so very much. We're going to restream this part of this interview with Tasha K we're going to restream it maybe about 12 or 1 o'clock. We're going to restream it per video. And of course, we're going to restream this entire live probably about 10 a.m. So y'all can be on the lookout for that. Thank you for 2023 is my year. Thank y'all so very much. Shout out to my members. All right. Thank y'all so very much for coming in there, showing out to the membership. Thank you to everybody that's sending the Cash App, supporting the show. This is an independent operation. Also, Tasha K also made another commitment that she's going to teach me how to use the camera as well. So thank you to Unwind with Tasha K, and we will take all the help that we need. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the Patreon. Shout out to the producers. Shout out to the moderators, the baddest moderators in the city or in the country, in the world. Shout out to y'all again. We will see y'all again. Quick little announcement. If you want to see me in person, we will be in Vegas on the last, on the first weekend. I got the flyer here. On the first weekend in October 6th through the 9th, 2023, we will be in Vegas. So if you want to come, all you got to do is email me. Now, please allow me 24 hours to respond to your email because it's just me responding. So allow me 24 hours. So on tomorrow, for those people that emailed me tonight, tomorrow I will respond to you with the location. And then please keep that. Please continue to look at the email because we will give y'all updates with the party bus, with concert that we're going to, and we will let you know how much that will cost. Last year we went to go see Usher. So if we have a concert, you got to have the money at a certain amount of time. So when I get the tickets, we're going to give it all. And I'm talking about the ticket price plus the taxes for the ticket. All right. And we definitely are doing that. So again, if you want to attend this meet and greet, please email me at WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. I'm going to put that email on the screen, WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. Put in the in the subject, Vegas meet and greet, so we could definitely respond to you with the information. Okay, Vegas meet and greet. So make it in there, and we definitely do that. If for those people that are meeting me next month for the Dallas meet and greet, make sure you put Dallas meet and greet so I can give you the right information concerning the Dallas meet and greet. Thank y'all so very much. 1,300 in the chat. We are on the move. Thank you to my team. Thank you to everybody on there. Thank you to Unwind with Tasha K. Thank you to the greatest lawyer in the country, Mr. Ponder. Shout out to you, brother. And thank you to everybody that's in the chat. Members, we'll be back with y'all on Monday. And we'll definitely do that. I can't do it after show because I got to clean my house up because I got to prepare for some guests that's going to come on the show. And I got to, prepare for the show tomorrow. Thank y'all so very much. 1.4 in the chat. Thank y'all so very much for the support. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so very much. We're not doing no free promo in the chat. No free promo, no free promo, no free promo. All right. Thank y'all. Good night. All right. Thank y'all so very much for the support. It is what it is. Holla. Oh, little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When things get hard, put God first. subscribe, like, keep this conversation going in the text. I mean, or in the comments, blah, 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 blah. Thank y'all so very much. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When things get hard, put God first. Pray, 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 and continue to put God first and watch God do marvelous things for your life. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.